Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has obligated on us, make obligatory on us to fulfill the rights, to follow the rights that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala obligated on us. These rights might be the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is us praying namaz, fasting in the month of Ramadan, if you are rich to pay zakat, going to Hajj, the halal and staying away from haram and following the halal. All these are the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on us. We have to fulfill this right. And besides this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made obligatory on us to fulfill the rights of others. And if you look at the Sharia, as a Muslim, our whole life, what we have to do, only maybe like 1/4 of our life is consists of praying namaz and fasting in Ramadan. And 3/4 of it, 75% of it is our how we deal with the other people. Regardless if this dealing is in our family life, regardless if this dealing is between our friends, neighbors, people that we work with, our co-workers, or people that we study with, all those rights should be fulfilled. And then on the day of Qiyamah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask for everything. If we have any shortcomings in the matters of the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can do tawbah. There's a way of doing tawbah. If a person did something haram, he can always stop doing it and ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive. But if any shortcomings in the matters of the rights of the other people, then Allah will not suffice just being regretful and then asking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, you have to ask from that person also. So now if that person gonna forgive you, it's good. If it doesn't forgive you, then we have no other way. So if a person, for example, does backbiting, speak ill about some other people, and this is considered to be sin in Islam, that you dishonored a person in front of others. So dishonoring a person in front of the others is not permissible. So what if you did like that? What is the way of getting forgiveness from your sins? You have to go ask forgiveness from that person that you dishonored, and you have to bring his honor back on its place among the other people that you spoke about. You spoke ill in front of. So the rights of other people is very important also. And one of those rights is the rights of a wife upon the husband. And woman, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that the women are created from the rib of a man. Adam Alayhi Salam, when he was created, he was in Jannah. He had all the blessings, but he was not that happy. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create a wife for him from his rib cage. And the rib bone, if you know, it's cooked. It's not straight. It's like this. So the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that accept the woman as they are cooked. And here, cooked should not be in a negative meaning. Here it means that their nature is not like a nature of a man. It's different than a man. So we men should accept them as they are. We cannot try to make them like us. Allah has created man in a certain manner, in a certain characteristics, and the woman in a certain manner. And the man should accept the woman the way they are. They should not try to make them like they are. So it's very important that we accept them as they are. And we should treat them nicely. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, in his last sermon, Hajjat al-Wida, when he spoke in front of the over 100,000 Sahaba, he mentioned it was the last sermon, his last big sermon. So he spoke about many important matters that the Ummah, the Muslims are going to face in the future. And he mentioned many things. Among them, he mentioned about the woman. He said that accept from me the advice that the woman, they come to your house as someone who's like trapped, because the girl, he grows up in her family, and then he has to go to someone's house and live there. We men, we don't go to someone's house and live there. They have to come to our house and live. And then, so they are like trapped in our house. So the woman, they come to the man's house, they have to live with them, they have to get used to the man. And so their responsibility that they have to be in our house and they should not leave our house without our permission. وَلَيْسَ تَمْلِكُونَ مِنْهُنَّ شَيْئًا غَيْرَ ذَلِكَ. And this is the only responsibility that they have. And we have to understand that the woman's responsibility at home is not to cook or to clean the house. This is not their responsibility. This is their good thing that they are doing for the husband. Their responsibility is to be at home and to fulfill the needs of a man that for the woman. Besides that, whatever they do, them cooking for us, them cleaning our house, is their good deeds that they are doing for us. Their ihsan to us. Their favor to us. We cannot, as a husband, we cannot think that, oh, it's their responsibility, and if they don't do it, I have to force them to do it. No, we cannot have a rights to force them to do it. We cannot have any right to force them or punish them if they don't do their favor. Because nobody fights with someone who's favoring you. If you are in difficulty and someone comes and helps you, but they don't help you in a way that you want, but they help you in a little bit less benefit or a little bit different way, you can't tell him, oh, you're not doing me good. It's still benefiting you. So you have to accept it the way that, whatever the way that they are able to do it. Also, our responsibility upon them is to provide them with the place to live, provide them with food and the clothing that they need. What's their necessity is. So, as a husband, our responsibility is that we provide them with the housing, because they have, it's their right that we have to provide, and their food, everyday food that they eat, and the clothing that they need. And if you do anything extra, it's our favor upon them also. Like if you buy them extra gifts or some stuff, it's our favor upon them also. Actually, if you look at the life, we always live our life not by the rules only, but with the favors. Like we do something extra to help someone, it's not our, if you don't help, it's not illegal. If you're not harming someone, but not helping is not illegal. So if you see someone fall on the ground, if you don't help him to stand up, you're not doing anything illegal. But we always live our life with the favors. We favor them, we help them to stand up, or if someone in some kind of difficulty, we try to help them. So the same way in our life that we live, that we try to favor upon each other. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam continued in his sermon that if they do something openly wrong, openly something immoral, and if they do like this, the solution for this is, as a husband, we have to advise them. We have to tell them that, listen, this is wrong. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks you not to do this. You have to do this. You have to do this way. For example, if they don't wear hijab, you have to advise them that hijab is farz upon you. You have to wear hijab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to punish you. Advise them. If they do accept that advice, then it's good. But what if they don't accept this advice? Then you have to separate ourselves. The husband should not sleep with the wife, should sleep separately if they don't accept the advice. So this is the second stage of fixing them or preventing them from doing anything wrong, that we separate our bed. Not like we're going to completely move to a different house, but we're just going to not sleep with them, sleep in the other part of the house or other part of the room. And if they don't, this is a very effective way, because the woman, they always need attention from the husband. So if the attention is diverted, it's going to be very effective for them. They're going to get affected and they're going to get fixed. But if they don't, then Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, وَضْرِبُوهُنَّ ضَرْبًا غَيْرَ مُبَرِّحٍ. And then you can hit them, but the hitting should be such that it will not leave any marks. It will not leave any bruise or any red. So this is very important. Unfortunately, we see a lot of cases where husbands are beating their wives. First of all, it's not permissible to beat the wife because of the needs of something that's not, something that against our desire, not against the Sharia desire. For example, she doesn't cook nice food, or the food was too salty, start beating at the wife. This is very wrong. This is sin completely. But if it's something that's regarding the halal and haram that the Sharia made obligated on the woman, like wearing hijab or praying namaz, or obeying the commands of husband, then first you have to advise. If not, then you have to separate your bed from them. If not, then you can hit them, but only the light hitting, not something that's gonna make a mark or make a bruise. And besides that, you cannot go anything above it. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned that we have taken our wives, made it halal on us with the words of Allah, which is nikah. Through the nikah, someone stranger for you became halal on you. So we have to fear Allah regarding this, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment will ask for anything that we do wrong against them. So it's very important to follow the rights of the other people around us that we deal with, and especially our wives, because anything that we do good in this world, in the day of Qiyamah, if we go with it in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we wrong anybody, the rewards of all actions that we do will be taken from us and given to them, according to the wrongdoing that we did. And if we don't have any good deeds, then their sins are going to be taken and given to us. So we have to be very careful of following the rights of other people. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us ability to understand the rights of others upon us and fulfill this right. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us those who's going to go in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with all the reward and fulfilling all the rights of anybody that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may obligate on us. Wa alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.